Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up Windows backup, create a backup for your current Windows system, and we're also going to restore it. We're going to be using the old method from Windows, which goes all the way back from Windows 7, as you can see here. We're not going to use the regular backup, which is basically to do files. We're actually going to back up the entire system and restore it. Click here to just go back to the backup, or just click here in the control panel. So I'm just going to go here, and the only thing that you need to do is create a system image. Now once you have this open up, you choose the method to back it up. You can go on an external drive, on a CD, or on the network. In my case, I am gonna choose the network since it's actually more easier for me. I already set up a server so I can set up this information. So I'm going to put in my server, which in my case, the hostname for this one is actually called Windows Server. Doesn't actually have to be Windows Server for this. It's just the host name that I chose. And the name of the share folder that I set up is called backup. Now I will put the credentials because this is needed since the backup is going to be another computer and might have different credentials. So in my case, it would be administrator. And now the password. And we just click OK here. It detected it. Now we can just click next to continue. Okay, there, as you can see, it says here, configure your backup settings, the location, how big it's going to be. For me, it's going to be 28 gigs. This is just a test build, and it's going to back up all these systems. This is actually what we want to do. Let's just go ahead and just click Start Backup. Now, this will take a bit, depending on how big your drive is. In my case, this is just a very simple drive. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward here. Okay, so my backup's just finished. You will be prompted with this small window. Do you want to create a system repair disk? You will say no, we don't actually need that. And you can just close this out. Now I'm going to open my backup to see if it's actually there on the location that I added it on the network. So in my case, it would be file, / here, and I'm gonna put the name of my server. That will take a few minutes to open up. It's gonna ask me for the credentials. I just wanna verify if it's already there. Okay, there it is. Enter network credentials. So I'm just gonna put here the username, Windows Server /administrator, and the password. There it is. So Windows backup. There's the name of the disk. That's actually what we wanted to see. So if I look up the host name, there's the name. It matches. Now this is being done on a virtual machine. So I am just gonna go ahead and we're actually gonna make a new virtual machine. Since this is the one that I have here running, we're going to make a new one and we're going to restore the image to that new machine. I'm gonna create a new machine. Forward, browse for the ISO, there it is, choose, now let's put that manually there, Windows 10, forward, I'm gonna leave that default, I'm gonna make it 50, since the drive backup was around 30 gigs, I'm gonna leave it like that, that should be enough. Forward, and I'm gonna name this one Windows 10 Restored. We're gonna customize the configuration and the network location, Windows Net, so it can find the backup. Finish. Now in my case, this was a UEFI, so I need UEFI for this. In my case, yes, we will apply that. Now in my case, the file type for this system was Virtio for me. Apply that. Now we need to add another CD. Add hardware, CD, manage. There it is. Choose it, finish. Okay, now we have the two CDs. Now we're just gonna select those. So in my case, the second one would be no. So in my case, it's the first one. That needs to go first. Apply that. And now we set this up in UEFI. And now we can begin the installation. So now we're just going to restore the backup that we just made. So let's boot up the CD. This is an empty new drive. So this will take a bit. I do have here the other one that is still running. I'll put these side by side. So okay, here it is. Now we can click next. In our case, we're not going to install. We're going to click repair your computer. Now here we're going to go troubleshoot, system image recovery. Now, yes, you will get this, but we don't need that. We can find it another place. Select image. Next, now we will go to advanced and we're going to browse it on the network. And yes to this. Now it's going to be connecting to the network. Okay, and now we're going to put the network path that we set up to find the backup. So in my case, it would be Windows Server Backup. Now we just click OK. Now we can see here it's asking us for the credentials. So again, just put your credentials, name of the host name of the server, Windows Server, administrator, the password, remember that, and okay. Now it's going to be connecting. That will take a little bit, and there it is. You can see the backup. Now we're just going to click next and select that again, next again, and now here this is the part, if you're using the same file system that I am for Virtio, you can see here there are no drives. So you will need to install the driver. If not, and you're using SATA, then you can actually ignore this part. But in my case, I need to install the drivers. So install drivers, click OK. You'll be open up with this PC. Browse the Virtual drivers, AMD64, Windows 10, and in my case it would be this one if I'm not mistaken. Yes, now just select the first one. That's the controller that we need. Add the drivers. That really shouldn't take long. It's really a fast process, but once this go away, if we click back the exclude CD, we should see the drive that we see as created. Okay, that part is done, so we click here, exclude this. Now we can see the drive that we just created. That's good. That means it actually detects the drive and the system will not fail. So, okay, now we just click next, and now everything there is selected. Now just click finish, and now this will be restored and will be formatted. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes, it's an empty drive. And now that will take a little bit. Okay, there we have it. The restore has been completed. Now we will just click here, restore. Now the system will boot up. We don't need to boot up to the ISO. We can ignore that. And now we can see it's actually loading up. So I'm just gonna wait here for a few minutes for this. I'm gonna fast forward this part. Okay guys, and there we have it. You have successfully been able to restore your Windows from a backup. Now you can literally just see here, these two are identical. So basically, you did a backup from this one, use the ISO to restore it. And that's basically it, guys. I really hope you guys found this pretty straightforward and pretty easy to do. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching, like, subscribe, comment, and also thank you for the enormous support that you have given me so far from doing the live stream. Everybody has been extremely helpful. I really appreciate that. Really am grateful for that. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Have a good one.